issue because this is
There we go. All right, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone can hear us okay. Give us a second here to finish setting this up. We're all good on this side. If you want to send out a text, we're going to be on Reggie Flanagan's Facebook page for today. Reggie Flanagan's Facebook page for today. I'll send out a WhatsApp message once we finish the intro and Victoria starts her platform. All right, so we're going to get ourselves started. All righty. Okay, here we go. So we're good to go. Hey, good evening, everyone. Let me just make sure we are muted all, so no any interruptions, and we are good as we speak. All right, good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to Awareness Wednesday Prime Time. We are your host, Reggie and Victoria Flanagan out of New Jersey. So welcome, everyone. So let's get started with our platform tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to pass this first over to Victoria, my better 7/8 as always, because you know she's more than just my half. Who's going to give you her reasons on why this platform is important to her when it comes to this Awareness Wednesday. Victoria, take it away. The floor is yours.
It is very important because nobody's talking about these issues. And when I find something, I have to bring it up, family. We got to talk about it. We can't keep sweeping everything under the rug. So that's why I do this platform. We do it in the morning and then we do it again in the evening.
Absolutely. As she said, we do it twice. So with that being said, you know, this platform is designed to give you and make you aware of information that could help you in issues such as high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, obesity, you know, just to name a few. But it's important to know that we have a solution, and the solution is information. And this platform is all about that information only to share with you who just need to know a little bit more on how I can take care or, you know, help with certain issues of what I just, of the issue that I just named. So it's important to know that this platform is designed exactly just for that good, positive information, okay? So with that being said, let's go into our topic, which is serving God with a healthy mind, body, and spirit. And our scripture, as always, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospers. That's 3 John 1 and 2. So our subject today is insomnia. Are you up at night? Mind chatter? Can't sleep? What's going on? It could be insomnia. You or someone you know are going through that right now. And it's an issue that's not getting better, it's getting worse. There's so much going around, you know, around the world that, you know, it's affecting a lot of people. This insomnia is something is bad. And when you can't sleep, that's unhealthy as well. Not a good thing for the human body. It does take a toll on you. So Victoria put a report together on insomnia. I'm going to give you some great information. So take some copious notes. Take some notes today because you never know if it's not going to help you. It may help somebody else. So take those notes, all right? So with that, I'm going to pass it back over to the urgent, the certified health coach. Again, my better 7/8, Mrs. Victoria Flanagan. Take it away as I work on this technical side over here, okay? Take care and let's make it happen.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweet woman. You're welcome.
I'm just paging out because they're asking me, where are
Yeah.
you? We're going live on Reggie's Facebook page, not my Facebook page tonight. So I was just texting that out. Had some difficulties this morning, so now we're using his computer this afternoon. But before I start, I was just watching the news. I'm a little saddened. My heart goes out to Florida.
Yeah, for sure.
People, get somewhere safe. Just get somewhere safe. This storm is nothing to play with, so our hearts are with all the Floridians. Get somewhere safe. And then if you got people in Florida, check on your people in Florida. Because this is serious, family. Okay, insomnia. Why I chose insomnia? Because I have it every now and then. Like last night, I had it getting ready for these Awareness Wednesday. They always have a little bit of insomnia. Did I add that? Did I put that in there? Should I look that up? Should I put that in there? Should I take that out? It's always something putting these reports together. So I have a little bit of insomnia. And then going through menopause, I got a little bit of insomnia. So I'm up walking the floors, looking for something, reading something. So I can totally identify with insomnia. So that's why I chose this one here. So what is insomnia? You just can't get to sleep or you can't stay asleep. Are you waking up way too early? or waking up and not feeling refreshed or restored in the morning, or just not functioning well throughout the day. Is that you? You could be suffering from insomnia. And insomnia is a silent health crisis. This is a silent health crisis. And it's serious, family. If you do not get your proper rest, you will be sick at some point. So it says that it may have, and you may have insomnia if you're crossing time zones, if you play with your phone in the middle of the night, you're on your phone or you're on the computer, you got that blue light in your face, that could cause insomnia. Stress is another one. If you're stressing, that can cause insomnia. Alcohol, smoking, or overindulging in caffeine, that's got you wired. Those are stimulants, so they can have you up as well. Heavy foods at night. These are just some things that can cause insomnia. Eating a heavy meal and then going and lay down on that. Not only are you going to have nightmares, you're going to have insomnia as well, can keep you up. Certain medications can also keep you up, can cause insomnia. Environmental factors, that could just be things around you. If you have an uncomfortable bed or pillows, that can cause insomnia because now you're tossing and turning, you're flipping and flopping, you can't get comfortable. So that can cause insomnia as well. Mental health disorders. If you just don't have all your marbles in the same box, that can be some issues on you just trying to rest because you got all that mind chatter and so much is going on, you can't concentrate.
Correct.
So you can't sleep. Physical pain is another one. If you are in pain, I know you can't get comfortable. You tossing and turning, you can't lay that way. You can't put your feet up. You can't put your foot down. It's going to swell if you put it down. It's just so much. So pain also can keep you up. And the last one is pregnancy. Pregnancy, being pregnant, can also cause insomnia. So those are just some of the things that can cause insomnia.
Give it to me.
So those are some things that could cause insomnia. So insomnia, in the United States, each year, 40 million people experience problems. It's a silent health crisis. Like I said, if you're not getting the proper rest and you're just not getting the hours that you need, something is going to be off balance. You're just not going to feel right throughout the day. So it is a silent health crisis. Less than 10% discuss this issue with their doctors. Who talks to their doctors about insomnia? That I can't sleep, doc, what you got? Who does that? So everyone has a different, everyone has suffered from temporary insomnia due to stress, overeating, consuming stimulants before bed, and knows how draining and exhausting sleep loss can be. You know how you feel when you don't get enough sleep. You don't want to get out of bed. You just don't want to go through the day because you're exhausted, totally exhausted. But the 20% who suffer from chronic insomnia are constant inability to go to sleep and stay asleep through the night. They are at risk for far more than just fatigue. That's what I was just talking about, family. So it also, sleep deficiency suppresses your immune system. So it can make you sick if you're not getting enough sleep.
Indeed it can.
So it says it can also affect your libido. It decreases your productivity and it can lead to other disorders like depression. How many people suffering from depression? Are you getting enough sleep? Another one is chronic fatigue. Are you just tired throughout the day and you just can't seem to get it together? That could be insomnia, you're not sleeping at night. Another issue is heart disease. It could play on your heart if you're not getting enough sleep. This is very serious. This is very important, family. And the last one is headaches. You can suffer from some serious headaches if you don't get enough sleep. It also says 60% of adults say that they drove while drowsy in the past. I said most accidents are caused on a Monday morning, trying to get to a job you don't want to be at, and then you didn't get enough sleep the night before, Sunday night, because you're up watching the clock. So now you're driving to work. Most accidents are on a Monday morning.
And that's a fact. They are.
You can look
They are.
that
You can
up.
look it
That
up.
is
That's a fact.
for real. Then they say 29% of us workers say that they are extremely sleepy or fall asleep on the job. Who hasn't done that? You sitting at your
I know
desk
you're
and then you
nodding
go,
like this.
whoa.
Got that snap back.
Or you had somebody catch you and you just come up and go, amen, like you was praying. So most people have done that on their job, fall asleep on their job. So people with insomnia symptoms have doubled their risk at the workplace accidents. So if you're not getting your sleep at night, that means that you're not functioning to your highest ability, and you can cause all kind of issues. Like if you worked at Home Depot like him and you didn't get sleep and you got to drive a forklift. Now you don't run over somebody, knock something down. You know, you're not following the protocol for work. So sleep is very important.
And you're taking medications too?
Sleep
That's
is
another
very
thing.
important. Poor sleep, I'll put it back up there.
Okay.
It also states that poor sleep has been shown to increase the risk of several diseases. Poor sleep. Another one, sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is a very serious issue too. It affects 5% of adults, but many will never be diagnosed. Most people don't even know they have sleep apnea. If you sleep by yourself, you don't know you have it. But if you have a partner and usually if you snore, and sleep apnea is you stop breathing in your sleep. You wake up like you're trying to catch your breath.
Correct.
That's sleep apnea. You need to go get tested for it. So during this condition, sleep apnea, a person repeatedly stops breathing during the night and wakes up to catch his or her breath. This is a significant drop in your blood oxygen and severe sleep deprivation. So that's a very serious thing. So be suspicious of this condition if you snore or have daytime sleepiness or have high blood pressure or overweight. This can be identified during a sleep study. If you know that you have it or if somebody tell you stop breathing, you need to go and take that sleep study. They'll put you in a room, hook all those little things up to you. Electrodes and got it going on your brain, and they'll monitor you while you sleep. I don't know how you can sleep someplace else if it's not your
wires
if it's not your bed. I'm telling you, you're not in your pajamas.
Oh no.
For the whole 9 yards.
Come to your house and do it.
But it says that weight loss can be an important component, and as can sleeping on your back. One treatment that's the CPAP mask. That's if you're diagnosed with sleep apnea, they'll give you that mask. It's a mask you put over your mouth and nose, and it has a hose and it runs to a machine.
You look like an elephant.
And you got to sleep with that. That can be, that can be crazy. So which involves a mask that you wear over your face while you sleep. It keeps constant pressure in your airways so that it does not collapse. Other orthopedic devices that can keep your lower jaw and your tongue forward. So sometimes it can be very useful too. They got all kind of devices that you can put in your mouth for sleep apnea, just to keep your tongue from slipping back, keeping your teeth closed. There's so many things online. You can look these things up for mouth devices or sleep aids or Z something. Little pieces that go in your mouth.
One I wanted the implant now.
That's another one. That's Inspire. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. In rare cases, extremely large tonsils or abnormalities in the throat structure may need to be surgically corrected. So that's something up in your nasal area that you've been dealing with for your whole entire life. You might have to get surgically done so you can get a good night's sleep. So many women experience menopause, develop insomnia from hormone imbalance. I got insomnia. I got this from menopause. It is due to a change of estrogen and progesterone levels. Likewise, younger women with premenstrual syndrome can experience the same. So in addition to low or hyperfunction thyroids can interfere with your sleep as well. Thyroid can mess with your sleep as well. So it also states that elevated levels of stress hormones. Cortisol interferes with deep REM of sleep. It is not recommended under any circumstances that you take over-the-counter sleeping aids. Check with your doctor first. I'm going to say, it says, see your doctor. Do not promote deep, restful sleep by taking anything over the counter. They may also create any of the severe side effects, including depression, confusion, dry mouth, or even worsen your condition. Even worse, they can be addictive. I was telling them about
What's that this morning?
my boss I used to have at the
Oh.
college. She used to take Ambien, a sleep aid that put you to sleep. But Ambien have you walking around the house and doing stuff you didn't even know that you did until you wake up in the morning. You could be cooking, you could be smoking, you could be doing anything in the house, but you did it while you were asleep and didn't know it. That's what some of these things can do to you. You take a pill before you go to bed, and then it's not working. So then you take another one. Once your body get used to it, you're going to have to double the dosage. So that's how they can become very, very addictive
to it.
The other thing was the melatonin. I was telling them about the girl that worked at the job that had
Right.
2 boys that had autism. She was giving her children melatonin to go to sleep. Too much melatonin is not good for your body either. And then once they get to a certain realm, they're going to need more of that. So you got to be very, very careful taking these things over the counter. So some root causes of insomnia. I went over some of them: stress, anxiety, the death of a loved one, a divorce. Also moving, if you're moving to a new location, that can be very stressful too. Not knowing the area, now you got to sit up a couple of nights because you don't know your neighbors. You got to put the chair under the door, double lock the whole thing. So that can be stressful as well. That could keep you up. Aging is another one. You don't get all your proper sleep once you're aging. Sugar is another one. We know that that's a stimulant. It's going to have you a little wired. Alcohol might put you to sleep, but it's not a good sleep. You done passed out. That's not a restful sleep. Because you can drink alcohol and still wake up in the morning extremely exhausted, like you didn't lay down at all. The next one is indigestion. That's eating before you go to bed. You shouldn't eat in bed either. Don't take anything in your bedroom to eat. Should not eat in the bed. Indigestion, your food is just not digesting properly. Very sad to do that too, because it can also back up and mess up your esophagus, the acid reflux. Just one thing is just going to be connected to something else. So just don't do it. A lack of exercise can also cause insomnia. You don't want to work too close to bedtime because now you're wired and you're not going to be able to go to sleep. So it's best to work out in the morning or 3-4 hours before you go to bed. Another one is vitamin deficiency of B12. B12 is a vitamin we all need. There's 90 vitamins and minerals that our bodies need daily. And if you have a deficiency in any of those, you're going to have some issues. You got to give your body proper nutrition, the proper waste removal so your bodies can heal themselves. The next one is another root cause of your stimulants, your coffee. Coffee, decongestants, even the thyroid medication. Certain medications can keep you up. Decongestants, like if you got a cold or you want to take something because you got a sore throat, there's some alcohol in those products. So certain things that's good, that you think is good for you, it's just going to make it even worse. So just be mindful of what you're taking. And then the other one, environmental factors like the noise outside your room. If you got somebody next door doing something crazy, or if you got a light shining in your room, that can be, be very distracting. Also, extreme temperature. If your room is too hot or too cold, that can also keep you up because you just can't get comfortable. Either it's too hot, you're out the covers, then you're under the covers, you're out the covers, you're under the covers. That's going to keep you up. It's going to keep you up. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is the weighted blanket. We talked about it this morning. Were you on when Ida Massey came on?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, she talked
Yeah.
about, she went,
You
she
got her
went,
one,
she
two of them,
got one for
everybody,
everybody in the
right?
house.
Yeah, those things are amazing.
This is the time to pull out that weighted blanket because the seasons are changing.
Yes, it is.
A weighted blanket is a blanket that it has like little beads in it. It's like little beads in this blanket and it's weighted. A weighted blanket has some good reasons for someone to have a weighted blanket because it has benefits to it. So if you have trouble sleeping, get you a weighted blanket. If you have insomnia, get you a weighted blanket. Trouble staying asleep through the night, what would help? A weighted blanket. Tossing and turning, interfering with the quality of sleep, a weighted blanket.
Indeed.
Stress and anxiety, a weighted blanket. PTSD, a weighted blanket. ADHD, that's hyper disorder, is active. What is it? ADHD. We talked about it.
I know.
Just hyperactivity disorder for
Right.
children. But children with that disorder, children with autism, they can benefit from a weighted blanket.
Gotta be
Also,
careful with the children now. Touch
I
on
know
that
I'm going to
portion.
talk
Talk about that. Yeah.
about the weight of the blankets. But any issue that you have sleeping, a weighted blanket can help. What it does is, like I said, it's weighted, but it feels like it's a hug, like somebody's giving you a hug. I have a weighted blanket, but Mister be trying to take my weighted blanket and put it across his feet.
I like it. I mean, I'm telling you, it's nothing like that weighted blanket.
But
It really is.
it feels like somebody's giving you a hug. That's what it really feels like. A really nice, warm, comfortable hug that somebody is giving you with a weighted blanket.
Because I remember we went to a vending event.
That's what I was
And that's
telling
what she,
you.
yeah, and she
And the
first
lady
got it.
said, lay down. And she laid it across me, and I was like, oh, what is this?
Uh-huh.
I don't know, but I like it. We flew and got us one.
Sure did.
My daughter got one, my grandson got one, because it really is a nice gift. But they said 4 million were sold. Oh no, that's $4 million was spent on sleep aids. $4 million sleeping on over-the-counter medications,
Right.
trying to get to sleep. $4 million was spent. Also, the weighted blanket, they can start from $19 and they can go all the way up to $230. They weigh between the pounds of 5 pounds to 30 pounds. 30 is the highest that you can get. I haven't seen any higher than 30.
That's the one she first experienced, was that heaviest one.
Right. Shantae got 20 and then we got 15, right? But from 5 pounds to 30 pounds, that's how you can get your weighted blanket. It's a therapeutic technique called deep pressure stimulation or pressure therapy. That's what it's called. I know when people go through chemotherapy, they'll put a weighted blanket on them.
Yes.
Or like the report was saying, a tooth extraction, some procedures, some doctor's office put that weighted blanket on you. It's just for a comfort reason.
It's therapy.
Like somebody is really hugging. Yeah. It really is therapy. But it also, here's some tips to choosing the correct weight of a weighted blanket. As a general rule, the weighted blanket should be 5 to 10% of the body's weight. The weighted blanket should also fit snugly to the size of your bed. That's the size of the weighted blanket you should get. Or if you want your own weighted blanket, you could get a twin size blanket and you can have yours on your side, he can have his on his side. Also, adults can use a medium or large weighted blanket ranging from 12 to 30 pounds. That's for adults. Now, for a 20 to 70-pound child, a small weighted blanket should weigh about 3 to 8 pounds. That's
no more
for
than
a
that.
kid, no more than that,
right?
Because it is weighted. And you put that child down and put that blanket on top of them, they have to be able to
Move
get
it
off of them because it's a weight. It's truly a weight. So it says from 30 to 130-pound child, a medium weighted blanket should weigh 5 to 15 pounds. That's how you measure a weighted blanket. You don't want to go too heavy. You don't want to go too light. Older adults may want to use a smaller blanket, small or a medium weighted blanket ranging from 5 to 8 pounds. For the older, for your senior citizens, you want to stay on the low range of a weighted blanket. These blankets have shown positive results for several conditions like autism, ADHD, anxiety. They can help calm a restless body, reduce feelings of anxiety, and improve sleep problems. And like I said, they're filled with these little beads. It's the beads are on the inside. The outside you can zip off because you got to wash it at some point, but then you just put it back on.
Did you mention if you mentioned it's the warm side and cold side?
No, there's
Yeah.
it's not a cold,
It's
but
cool.
cool
It's cool.
side.
Yeah.
It's like a fleece on one side. All of them can be different, a little
The
different.
more expensive they are, the more of a
Exactly.
design.
You get a fleece on one side, and then you get like a cooling side on the other side. Being weighted, it's gonna cause you to warm up because you're under this weighted blanket. But if you've never tried a weighted blanket, you'll thank me later.
Telling you.
There was a young lady on the call this morning. She's a nurse, Nurse Massey.
Oh, okay.
Nurse Massey said the last time I talked about it, she said she went and got her a weighted blanket. She wanted to try it. She said she loved it so much. She went and got her husband one, and then she went and got her kids their own weighted blanket. But it's something for the winter to get a good night's sleep. And we're talking about insomnia. Insomnia is a very serious silent health issue. Your body repairs itself at night between the hours of 10 and 2. If you are not sleeping, you are not giving your body a chance to repair itself.
Correct.
So that's very important to understand. We need our sleep, family. We need our sleep. So here's some treatments for insomnia. Definitely want to see your doctor. Talk to your doctor. And they may prescribe some sleeping pills for limited time. These things are not supposed to be taken every single day on a regular basis. It's a limited time they'll put you on that prescription just so you can calm yourself. So also avoid using over-the-counter sleeping pills because they may undesired side effects to these and tend to lose their effectiveness over time. That's why you have to take more. You know, you feel like, oh, that one didn't work. I got to take another one, or I got to take another one. But that stuff is still in your system. It's still in your system. So that's why I said my supervisor, she was getting up. She was cooking in the night. I mean, in the kitchen cooking, but not aware of what she's doing because she's sleepwalking, basically. So in the morning after you go to bed and you wake up, like, what happened? Who was in here? Who did that? They had a whole program on that. Remember one guy?
Yeah, we saw that.
He drove somewhere, got in his car and drove somewhere, and he was asleep. He was asleep. So these sleep aids can play with your mind.
They call it what? Unconscious conscious.
Yeah, it was a where the guy, he took an overdose of some type of sleeping aid and he jumped out the window. At one point, those over-the-counters had a lot of people jumping out the window and jumping off bridges. Those are the side effects.
Yeah.
So you got to be very, very careful because these are mind-altering drugs. They're supposed to relax you to a point, but too much of anything is not good for you. So
and there was a study there because there's a lot of people who've committed crimes.
Yeah, and
don't even remember doing it.
It was one guy on the show. He was, excuse me, he got up in the night and he was smoking cigarettes. He smoked almost a half a pack of cigarettes. And in the morning, he don't remember doing that. Like, who was in here? Who did this? You did it, because he'd had no clue that he done smoked a half a pack of cigarettes because he was on these sleep aids. So you gotta be mindful. I talk to my grandson all the time. When you go to these parties, don't put your drink down because you don't know what people slipping in with.
Exactly.
Holidays is coming. Don't put your drink down, family. It's real. I mean, people are just not nice out here. So your doctor may suggest behavioral therapy to learn new behaviors to promote sleep. Also, there's techniques such as relaxation exercises, sleep restriction therapy, and reconditioning your usefulness. So if you can't go to sleep, here's some other tips. Try to go to sleep at the same time every night. If you do that and get your body on
schedule,
schedule, you'll
routine.
go to bed
Yeah.
every night and then you'll wake up at the same time in the morning, and you're not going to need a
Got
guy.
slept, walked, murdered something. Yeah, that
Oh,
has happened. That's right, Mr. Brother. That has
it has
happened.
happened. She wrote in there, guy has sleepwalked and killed somebody. I think it was another guy did his wife like that too, pushed her in the pool in the yard, and he was asleep. But anyway, but if you go to bed at the same time and you wake up at the same time, you're not going to need an alarm clock, because your body has given yourself that period time to get your proper rest. So get regular exercise, not too close to bedtime, 3 to 4 hours before. So it may stimulate you and make you a little harder to fall asleep. So don't eat a heavy meal late in the day, and never eat in bed. I say
Yeah, you
never,
should never do that anyway.
ever eat in bed at least 3 hours before you go to bed, because it can be very, it can mess with your whole circadian rhythm. I say watch your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm, we're supposed to follow once. When the sun come up, we're supposed to rise. When the sun go down, we're supposed to, bring it down. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's following the circadian rhythm of the gods. That's the way it used to be back in the day, when they didn't have clocks and they didn't have all that stuff. You get up in the morning when the sun get up, do what you had to do throughout the day, and then when the sun go down, it's time to go to sleep because you can't see nothing. That's just the way it was. But we're out of balance. We're
Right.
we've got away from that rhythm for so long, and now folks are just cuckoo crazy. The next one is follow a routine to help you relax. You want to read a book or listen to some music or take an Epsom salt bath. That's very relaxing, because Epsom salt has that magnesium
Museum in
in
it.
it, and
Yeah.
that's a detox for your body
That's
as
a
well.
form of therapy as well.
And
Yeah.
it's very relaxing for your body, so you can get a good night's sleep. So Epsom salt bath. Also, make your bedroom dark. Not too hot, not too cold. Try the white noise machine. We got one of those, him and his little
Love it.
waterfalls.
Love it.
But try to make your room dark. Your room should be dark. I just was telling them this morning, I put up all of my
Blackout curtains.
blackout curtains. That's what they use in a hotel room. You wonder why you can sleep so good in a hotel room, because once they close them windows, it's dark in there.
Yeah.
But you can buy those blackout curtains. They got them everywhere, and they're not that expensive. They're a little thick. Nothing, no light or anything can come through these curtains. And if you put them up, I got them in every room in the house.
Right.
It's black. I mean, black. You can't see nothing. But that's the way your room should be when you go to sleep. It should be dark. Your room should be cool. It should not be hot. Your room should be at least what they say, 65 to 67. Your
Yeah.
room should be cool.
Cool.
So when
You
you get
sleep
up
better
under
when
the
it's cool
covers,
anyway. And the balance of the blankets over you, including that weighted blanket, I mean, it just balances things right out.
saying that weighted
Yeah.
blanket and some coral calcium, it's lights
Over.
out. It's
You go
over.
to sleep today, it might be Tuesday when you wake up.
I did that one time, overslept like a mug. The next one is, if you can't fall asleep, get out of the bed. Just get up. Don't interrupt your partner tossing and turning. Just get up. Go in another room. Read a book or write down your thoughts, because you got all that mind chatter. If you write it down, you don't have to think about it anymore.
Correct.
And just, you can write all of that out. And by that time, you should be good and sleepy. You really should. So the next one is don't do anything overstimulating your brain, because you do want to go back to bed. You want to go to sleep. Or other thing is to get up. Oh, I said get up and make a list. Write all that stuff down and take all electronics out of your bedroom. You should not have your phone in there. Your phone shouldn't be near your bed anyway. Your phone should be nowhere near your head. Those electronics should not be anywhere near your head when you are
A lot of people
sleeping.
sleep with them right here.
No, a lot of people sleeping with the right on the nightstand, plugged up to the charger. Your phone should not be that close to you, because the what you call it, the EMF waves, that's another whole report, y'all.
Sure
If y'all
is.
know about these EMF
Yeah.
things and what they doing at 2 o'clock in the morning, flipping switches and all kinds of stuff. Don't sleep with your phone near your head. And don't sleep with your phone. You shouldn't be on your phone if your phone is charging either, because whatever's going through that line is going through you. That's just like being electrocuted. If you touch something, it's going to go right through that. So you don't want to do that. Certain little things you just don't want to do. Your bedroom should only be for sleep and for sex. Turn the TV off. No TV in your room. And then if you have a clock in your room, put it on the, what you call it, the dimmer switch, so that
Light itself is
light
not
is
really
not so
bright.
bright, because
Yeah,
some people clocks in their room can light up the whole room if you
right.
turn the lights out, or turn the clock around where it's not facing anything. So those are just some tips on getting a good night sleep.
Correct.
Those are just some treatments for a good night's sleep. Now we're going to talk about some food, what you should eat and what you, oh, wait a minute, I didn't go over the myths. Alcohol is a myth. They say alcohol can help you fall asleep faster. No, it
But that's
doesn't.
not real sleep.
It's not. Fall asleep, but it means that through your body, it may not lead to disturbed or restless sleep, and you'll wake up early. I say that's not a good sleep. You just passing out.
Yeah,
That's
that's what
what
that
that
you
is.
just passed out.
The next one is strictly mental. It's not the only trigger: hygiene, illness, drug side effects, or chronic pain, restless leg syndrome, and sleep apnea. Restless leg syndrome, I thought that was something that somebody made up. I didn't know that was a real disease. They say your legs be flopping like that, restless leg syndrome, and you can't control it. It usually happens late at night when you get in the bed and your legs just
Has
get
something to do with
twitching.
circulation, doesn't it?
It has your nerves. It's your nerves if you just shaking like that in bed. But it's a real thing, restless leg syndrome. The other one is sleep apnea. Also, I'm waking up with a headache. Yeah, that's another one, Miss Sabrina, waking up with a headache. The other one is we talked about exercise. Avoid working out late. You don't want to work out too late because your body is stimulated. Screen time, that we just talked about that. Wind down, help you to wind down. You want to read a book, get off of the computer. Journal at night before you go to bed. Write down your goals for the next day, or try listening to some music or something like that. Also, the next one was sleep aids. All medications have potential risk, including the risk of dependency. That's these sleep aids I'm talking about. So talk to your doctor. They want to give you a sleep aid. It's only a temporary thing. You're not supposed to be on that stuff for a long time. The next one is to wake up from a lost sleep. It may upset your natural body clock. The only way to catch up, that's the other one. Only way to catch up on your last sleep is to get to bed into a regular sleeping schedule. You cannot make up sleep. We talk about that
Oh, you
too.
can't. You
You
can't
can. If
catch
you
that.
miss that night,
It's over.
it's over. The next one are naps. A brief 10 to 20-minute nap taken midday can be refreshing, and it affects people differently. Some people need a nap. I know our neighbor we used to have, Mr.
Johnson,
Johnson, he took his nap every day.
routinely.
Routinely. He said, I gotta go, Shugs. It's nap time. He used to call me Shugs. I gotta go, Shugs. It's nap time. I see you in about 25 minutes. And now all of his children do it. Kelly does it, Wayne
Wayne
does
does
it,
it,
David
David, they
does it.
all do it. The
They
whole
all
family does it.
take
Take
their
their nap.
naps.
They
But
power
it's
nap.
just something that's instilled in them. Just take that power nap. 10 to 20 minutes, and then you wake up and you're refreshed and you could go on about your day. But you don't want those naps to be too long, because then now you can't go to sleep at night. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, it says most adults need 7 to 8 hours, and you can learn to get it on less, but you can't train your body to need less. Be chronically tired can have serious consequences, including poor work performance, increased risk of accidents, and even poor health. You need, where's that little pamphlet? You need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. I got this little pamphlet here. The whole thing is on insomnia. Y'all know me and my little pamphlets. It says age range. Good information in here too. Age range, young adults, 18 to 25, they need 7 to 9 hours. How many 18 and 25-year-olds you know are getting 7 to 9 hours?
So some of them getting way more than that because they're up so late at night.
But no, they're not sleeping at
Not
all.
sleeping.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
They're not getting any sleep. They might
Right.
get 3 hours and then they got to go to school in the morning. But they need their 7 to 9 hours. And then you wonder why they're so depressed. For this generation, I did a report on loneliness. That one is coming up either this month or next month. I did a whole report on loneliness. This is a serious issue that we are dealing with right now in this time. So many people are lonely, but they got all these devices and they got all this social media, and you think you got all these friends, but they lonely as hell, y'all. They lonely. So 18 to 25 need 7 to 9 hours. 26 years of age to 64. That's us right in that range. We need 7 to 9 hours, 7 to 9 hours. And then older adults, 65 plus, they need a little less, 7 to 8 hours. Well, I said they usually go to bed early anyway. But you need your sleep. Like I said before, your body repairs itself from 10 to 2.
Correct.
If you are not sleeping, you're not giving your body a chance to heal itself. So if you're not healing, you're not resting, you're not healing. So whatever issue you have, you're going to have it for a while because you're not giving your body a chance to.
And here's the thing too on sleep. Your body has a self built-in alarm system that if you go to sleep on a regular, you should be able to wake up without an alarm clock. Your body will wake itself up. That means your body has gotten sleep. If an alarm clock has to wake you up or some sort of device, I mean, your body's still tired. Your body has not gotten its proper rest.
That was the next one.
Oh, she's going to talk about that too.
If you can't go to sleep, get out of the bed if you can't sleep. Staying in the bed leads to only clock watching, and it leads to tossing and turning. And like he said, if you need your clock to wake you up, you're not getting enough sleep. Serious health conditions have been associated with severe chronic lack of sleep. Obesity. People are just big because they're not sleeping. Your body can't heal if you ain't sleeping. High blood pressure. Your pressure is high because you're not getting enough sleep. Your body is not resting. You're not calming down so you can bring your pressure down. The next one is diabetes. People got diabetes because they're not getting enough sleep. And then the last one, the last two is heart attacks and strokes from not enough sleep. How many people die first thing in the morning, or they get up and go to the bathroom and you got your first elimination in the morning and you're straining? Most people have a heart attack or a stroke on the toilet in the bathroom. Y'all know Elvis Presley died that way. But people are killing over first thing in the morning from a heart attack or a stroke, not getting enough sleep. Family, your body needs to rest. Your body truly, truly needs to rest. And you can train yourself to sleep. You can read for an hour. Take a warm bath, Epsom salt, like I said, make them a regular part of preparing for bed. Get your blackout curtains, do what you need to do, set up a whole routine, light a candle, do meditation or whatever, and then go to bed. The next one was breathing techniques. I talk about this all the time too, the 4-7-8. Y'all can look this up. This works too. That's called a 4-7-8 breath. You breathe in on 4 through your nose. You're going to hold it for 7 and out your mouth on 8. It's a breathing technique. You can do it through meditation. You will feel wonderful. Do it when you're sitting down because it can make you very, very lightheaded, but you'll be really, really calm. Get in the bed and you can do it. It says the body only performs true healing during deep sleep between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. It's in the report, family. So now let's talk about some food. You want to eat foods that's high in tryptophan. And we know tryptophan is in Thanksgiving turkey because after everybody eats Thanksgiving, everybody just want to lay back and just unfasten them pants, sit back and just take a nap.
Yep.
That tryptophan is in that turkey. So it's a chemical that stimulates your serotonin, which can turn to help you sleep. Can find it in turkey,
Turkey,
chicken,
chicken,
tuna,
right.
some soy products, some lightly sweetened yogurt, and whole grains. Also, complex carbohydrates also are relaxing. So incorporate some whole grains, especially some brown rice or pasta with your dinner. A warm glass of milk still works. If you're still drinking milk, you can drink a warm glass of milk. A deficiency in calcium and magnesium can lead to insomnia. I'm going to say that again. A deficiency in calcium and magnesium can lead to insomnia. So if you suffer from insomnia, you got to get you some calcium and magnesium. I'm going to give you some fruits with magnesium and calcium in it. Be sure that your diet is high in leafy greens, sesame, sunflower seeds, some oats, some almonds, some walnuts. All your B vitamins are also essential for a good night's sleep. All your B vitamins. You want to drink a good, clean quality water every 2 waking hours so you won't wake up with a dry mouth. You don't want to drink water too close to bedtime because now you
You're
got
gonna
to
be up
get up and go
anyway,
to the
going to the
bathroom.
bathroom. Yep, you got that right.
So here's some things you need to stay away from. Monitor your caffeine intake. Our coffee doesn't have caffeine. I did say that this morning. Our coffee doesn't have caffeine in it, so you can drink our coffee. Do not have any products containing caffeine. We just said that, such as your coffee, your teas, and chocolate. Chocolate has caffeine. Don't drink alcohol. Well, you can drink alcohol in moderation, but it may make you feel drowsy, but the alcohol only disrupts your deep sleep late at night. Know your food allergies as well. They can disrupt your sleep. So you might have ate something that's going to bother your stomach and now you got acid reflux, the whole 9 yards. One thing just leads to something else. And then the next one is sugar is another common culprit for insomnia. Sugar will keep you up. It's a stimulant. It's just like heroin. It's going to have you up. The more sugar you get, the more sugar you're going to want. So those are just some things you need to stay away from. Here's some things that may help you. They said mangoes. Mangoes ease transition into sleep. I always return to fruits and nuts, but mangoes are good for sleeping. Bananas are high in tryptophan. Have a banana before you go to bed. That's or two. Cherries is another one. Cherries is a great source of melatonin. That I didn't know until I did the report. Cherries are high in melatonin. Asparagus, it lessens your mucus production and it soothes inflammation. Asparagus, I love asparagus. Spinach is another one, high in calcium. It contains mineral salts which feed your neurotransmitters. That's your brain. So you can steam some spinach a couple of hours before you go to bed. Love my weight loss coffee. I know you do.
Pastor V.
Again, celery is another one. I got a whole book on celery. Celery, the mineral salts carry electrical impulses to your brain. That's celery. Celery is excellent for so many different issues. Celery. The next one is lettuce. Lettuce can calm your nerves. Just lettuce. The next one is pomegranate. I said, this is pomegranate season. We used to call them Chinese apples.
Yeah.
Because we used to get one and you could play with that thing for hours trying to get them little seeds out of there. But now I said you could go on Google and they'll show you how to cut it and then you can just pop it right
all
open.
the stuff right out, yeah.
There's so many ways to eat
I didn't know about that later. Well, you didn't know about that.
Earlier, but we were sitting to eat a pomegranate, have us quiet for hours. But we didn't even know they were good for you. But this is pomegranate season, so eat seasonal. And you're going to be able to find pomegranates everywhere now. The next one is, and then we have pomegranate in our red Lviv. The next one is licorice root. That supports your adrenal and rapid pace of magnesium, and that calms your nerves. Now we have licorice root in our green Lviv, so that's also very, very good. The next one is going to be wild blueberries. Love, love, love blueberries. Blueberries are for your brains. Excellent, excellent for your brains. They pull heavy metals from your brains. Blueberries. You know anybody suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia? Blueberries. Try to give them blueberries in every single meal. Juice and make a blueberry juice. Just slows down that process of brain deterioration. Blueberries. Remember, wild blueberries are good for your brains. The next one is garlic. Garlic can ease breathing for undisturbed sleep. So cook with some garlic. Get your herbs and things and cook with it. Cilantro is another one. Cilantro binds to toxic metals and flush them out of your body. That's cilantro. You don't have to go do no special detox and all that. Cilantro. Get you some cilantro. Sprinkle that over your salad. Put it in your spaghetti. Cook with those herbs. They're good for you. And then the last one is sweet potatoes. Powerful antioxidants, and they are great for your neurotransmitters. Sweet potatoes.
Be right back.
Okay, his dad used to eat sweet potatoes every single day. His father used to eat his sweet potatoes. But those are just some things that can help you sleep. You can make some warm Lviv. We can ready to talk about that in a few minutes. Going right into our artist products. We're in this awesome company, Health and Wellness, and we do have the best products on this side of heaven, and I wouldn't just be saying that. But we have a product, it's called Coral Calcium. This product here is absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. I said Coral Calcium and that weighted blanket, what's today, Wednesday? You drink a half a glass and get under that blanket, you're not waking up till Friday afternoon. That's a good night's sleep right there. But it has your calcium, your magnesium, your potassium, everything to just calm you down. This should be taken at night because it is very, very calming. Great for your nerves. It's great for your bones. If you suffer from arthritis, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, this is your product right here. It's wonderful for your bones. As we age, we're going to start losing bones, ladies. You're going to start to shrink. Get that little osteoporosis in there. Take your Coral Calcium. This is something that we all need every single day, and it has a lot of those minerals in it that we need. So Coral Calcium and a weighted blanket. The next one for a good night's sleep are your fish oils, your omega-3, 6, and 9. These are your fish oils. These are for your brains as well. You want things to really calm your mind down so your mind is just not racing. You got all those that mind chatter going. So this can help calm you down. Take your omega-3, 6, and 9. It's a fish oil. This is good from head to toe, from your brains all the way down to your toenails, your nails, your skin, your bones, your teeth. I mean, all of that from your fish oil. The next one we have are your green 29. These are your greens. You want to get all your greens in there as well. All your vegetables, all your leafy greens, like the report said, leafy greens are excellent for your body. You want to get that in there. I take my omegas every day. I know that's right, Miss Sabrina Clark.
Gotta get our drinks.
But this is an excellent product too. Green 29. It has, and if you're going through chemotherapy, this is good for neuropathy. If you lose that feeling in
That
your
tingling
toes
in the toes and fingers.
where you can't feel your feet when you put your feet down, neuropathy, the green 29 is good. It balances out your pH levels. It also has superfoods, your kelp, your corella, and spirulina. These are superfoods that's really good for your blood. So green 29 too, family. Then we have our memory fusion. Memory fusion is just that. It's for your memory, to fuse your memory. It has the lion's mane mushrooms. Has some really good mushrooms in here for your brains. So this is a brain food. Brain food. There's a lot of commercials on TV now. They got all the Prevagen and all these
They got
other
so
things.
many now.
So many on
Yeah.
TV that they never had before, but they
Right.
know that we have to feed our brains. As we age, we're going to start losing some of these things. So you got to put it back. You got to replenish it. We can't always get our vitamins and minerals from our food because they're depleting our food too right now. So you gotta take a supplement. And then last but not least, out of my sleep combo here is our Lviv Yellow. This is a liquid vitamin. All your vitamins that your body is asking for. I suggest you take your multivitamin at night before you go to bed. You can make it like a hot tea, put it in some hot water. Don't put your water in the microwave.
Don't.
Boil your water on the stove and
Please
then pour
do.
your yellow Lviv in there. But this is just a good tonic for a good night's sleep. And like I said, your body's repairing itself between 10 and 2. This is just going to go in there and just go to work. 8 minutes. It's a liquid. It's a micellized action, and it's going to go right to work once it hits your system. So you're going to get a good night's sleep. And it has 11 key vitamins, 8 vital minerals, polyphenols. It's on a cellular level, so it's going right in and doing what it's supposed to do. High in antioxidants, a herbal blend. This is for your immunity. How much water and multiplus? Not too much water, not too much water. Get you a cup, a mug. Get you a good mug, and then you can put a cap full of the Lviv yellow in there. That's a good night's sleep. It truly is. If you have allergies or you're congested,
Make it a tea.
Make it out of a tea before you go to bed.
Instead of putting sugar, this is a substitute for that.
Exactly.
Or honey, that's a substitute.
Tea, and I'll put my multiplus in there. What's he saying?
You don't have to take it straight. Some people, it's too strong for them.
I can't take it straight.
Right.
It's too strong for me.
Yeah, it's too strong. So you have to put it in something.
And I
like
know
for me, I could take it, but some people they can't. Like Victoria said, she can't.
My stomach, and then I'll bring it up. So I have to take it with something, or I'll mix it with the green
other
and
juices.
the red. I'll mix it with the other
perfect.
juices,
it's fine.
or I can drink it hot in a tea. But that I cannot take by itself. But it's okay for some to take by itself.
Yeah.
You're getting it in there, but long as you're mixing it and you're getting it in there.
You can take it by itself. Perfect. That's even better.
Your products.
Right.
Take your products on a regular basis. They are outstanding products. These are the best products I've come across in a long time. And trust me, y'all, I've done some research. I got put out of GNC. I got put out of Vitamin World. Because when we first got that red Lviv, I was in there looking at the ingredients, and then I was trying to find what the 5 main fruits that's in our red Lviv, the mango, the goji. No, I went to the store to find these particular items.
Right.
And I priced them. I priced the acai berry was $30. The pomegranate juice was like $25. The mango was another $30.
They were up there, 30 on average, $30 for just one.
Exactly. So I was just going down, and then I did it at GNC, then I did it at Vitamin World. So they was like, who is this woman? You know, I didn't go in with the bottle. I went in with a tablet, and I was just doing some research. So when I went back with the other products, I went back with I wrote those down and went in there looking for that. You got anything with all of this in there? It's like, no, we don't have anything like that. Good. We're on to something. I did it with the calcium. I did it with the crayon. We got the best stuff out here, family. We got the best stuff. It does what it's supposed to do. If you take your products
on a regular
basis, get it in your system daily, you're going to be all right. Your body can't heal itself until you give it the proper nutrition and the proper waste removal. So if you're putting stuff in and you're not going to the bathroom,
that's the problem.
That's a problem. It truly is.
Yeah.
They say fruit. What the guy say? Fruit. What do you say? Fruits. Oh, I can't think of it. But he said, the guy that I follow on the thing, he was saying fruits break down, but meat decomposes. Like the fruit breaks down, it's compatible to your system. But when you eat meat, the meat decomposes into your system. So that decomposed meat is what's making people sick. Because now once that hamburger you done ate and it done decomposed, that's dead meat in your system, and it's just getting,
if it stays there,
it's getting expelled out your body. So we got to fall back from so much meat. I know everybody not going to give up their meat, but just not every day. Just don't eat that every single day. We're not supposed to eat meat every single day.
Correct.
Get you a meatless Monday, turn it into a meatless Wednesday, and do the same thing on Friday. Add more greens, more beans. Do the G bombs.
The greens, the
Greens,
beans, yeah.
beans, mushroom,
onion.
mushroom, berries, and seeds.
Correct.
Yeah, that. But that's it, family. Get in contact with somebody that
We have
got you
invited
on
you to the platform. If you are somebody who's looking for
get
some
involved
products,
with
get
this
in contact
company
with
and
us.
get some of
Get these products.
Seriously.
If you need to
It's for-
contact us, please contact us.
for longevity, for adding more years to your life.
Correct.
Just
Correct.
do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Now, these
'Cause people
products,
still
you did the
can't
same
think-
already?
No, you can do
All
it.
right, the product that you just spoke about have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, are designed to mitigate, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But all we do know is that we, by our opinion, have the best products on the market. And again, if you need to get these products, which you should get them anyway, get back with that person who may have invited you or introduced these products to, and get the products and use them on a consistent basis.
That's it.
All right.
family.
If you're here and you need to contact us, you can get us way through Facebook and or social media. You can always contact us too as well.
Get your hands
Get
on
your
the
hands
product.
on these products. I'm telling
I'm
you.
not just saying that, family, they work.
Please
They
do.
truly, truly work. So just get in contact. But that's it. That's what I have for you tonight. Was
Awesome
on
sauce.
insomnia. So I'm gonna tell you to get some of that coral calcium, get you a weighted blanket, and good night.
I'm telling you.
Good night. That's a good night's sleep.
Yeah,
I'm
it
telling
is.
you.
It
A
is.
weighted blanket. Try it if you have not tried it. Now, ladies, if you're going through menopause now, you might have an issue with that weighted blanket. Thank you, Miss
Oh,
Roberta.
you mean what, overheating?
Yeah, might have a hot flash and you got that blanket on.
Oh,
You've been
boy.
through that blanket, your husband, everything else across the room. But it works for the issues that we talked about tonight.
Yes, it
So
does.
just try it, family.
So
Get one for your children, college kids.
holidays are coming up. Good gifts.
I'm telling you, they're all over Amazon.
Indeed.
We bought, well, they were being sold at the supermarket because I got Hassan's from the supermarket, $19 for a 15
Because they're
pound
very popular now.
weighted blanket.
They're
Yeah,
everywhere now.
they're gonna come back this season too. So get you a weighted blanket, family.
Awesome.
Have an awesome, awesome rest of your week, family. We want to thank you for being
Yes,
here,
yes,
being
and yes.
supportive. All 8 of you, and how many we got over here? 7.
Quite a few, 7. 8.
Yep. Just continue to get the message out, family.
Please
We're
do.
gonna be here. We're not going anywhere. Somebody got to let us know what's going on. Keep your eyes open. Keep
And your
head
head
on
on
a
a swivel.
Because I'm telling you, distractions are everywhere. Got to know what this hand is doing because this one over here doing something else. And in the news, there's a lot of distractions going on with this election coming up. So please continue to pray for our Florida people.
Yes,
Because
please
they
do
are
that.
just getting swamped in Florida. So I'm glad my daughter got out of Florida. She's back in Atlanta, but they're going through it right now. So just keep all of your Floridians in prayer.
Yeah, stay connected. I just want to mention, stay connected, but don't consume yourself with all that negative that you're hearing.
Yes.
Don't become a part of that. All right. Change your thought, change your mindset, change you. It will change you if you do that. All right.
And just stay active. Get out, do something with
Do
yourself.
something. Get away from all that
If
stuff.
you
Step
can't
away
help
from it.
somebody
Please.
else, get out and just do something.
Exactly.
Get among the good. There's a lot of bad out here. We don't need no
Yep.
more of that. But get among the good.
Fill yourself with as much goodness as you can. Please.
You got any questions over there? Because we are
No
done.
questions.
None?
No.
All right, very good. That's
Good.
all we're going to say, family.
That's it. So again, thank you for
Cool,
joining us. We
Councilman.
appreciate you.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Cheers. All right.
Bless you, family.
Oh, we do love you guys. And
And
there's
there's
nothing you can do about it.
Keeping my eye on this storm. My heart just goes out to these families. Just go
Miss
out to
Genevieve
these
Banks
families.
Giles, you connected? You are right down there? Make sure you're
Yes.
okay now.
You know I'm gonna call you in the morning.
You know
Miss
it.
Genevieve, Shirley James, all
Shirley
of them in
James.
Florida.
All right.
They on the up part, so I think they got a good chance, family. But keep them in prayer. Keep
Please do.
everybody in prayer.
Good night, everybody. We appreciate you and respect you. You know, we can't do this without you. You make it all worth it. So thank you guys.
All
Bye for
right.
now.
Good night.
Love you to life.